Hello, Christians, saints. This is Kamala. After just viewing what they call the Great American Eclipse, I could think of something else to call it. God's judgment on America is beginning. I wanted to note that 2017, this Great American Eclipse, well, in 7 years, which most people know is the time of tribulation, lasts for 7 years, in 2024, there's going to be another eclipse, and it's going to go from east to west this time, and the X, right where that paths of it intersect with their incomplete totality, is a little tiny town in southern Illinois, and the name of that town is called Makanda, Makanda. And I looked up the meaning of that word, and it's an ancient Sanskrit word. And the meaning of that word is the mango tree. And I could not help but see a parallel between the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. I couldn't help but see that as a parallel. There is a reason. God does nothing without a reason. He's not the author of confusion. We know this. So everything has a meaning in the world of God. The tree of knowledge, the intersection of the two eclipses, is in the town, which is named after the mango tree. Then, of course, in Matthew, we have the parable of the fig tree. And it's about the time of tribulation and the second coming of Christ. And that we should know those signs. We should know those signs. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from the heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. Now learn the parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, he knoweth that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when you shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall not pass away, but my words shall not pass away. So I see those parallels with the trees. And there's another tree that I want to mention. It's called the Tree of Life. And I believe it's in New York or Washington, D.C. And that tree, forgive me for not remembering exactly which scripture it is. It's something about when the cedars are dead. That tree was mentioned in a book called The Harbinger by Joseph Kahn, and he took a picture of how that tree looked and how that tree looks now, and it's withering and dying away. So there's definitely something to be said in all these signs from God. So if I have any words to leave you with, it's to be humble and to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. The peace of God.